Crockxen clan members, Poke fans, and others who stumble upon this video. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and today we're doing basically an update of Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. We got a couple stuff that we have confirmed. We got 3 new Mega Evolutions we're going to talk about, and just some awesome stuff, and then maybe some speculations or something that we can make. Alright, so let's get started with that. So the first thing we're going to talk about here, and I know the picture isn't as high quality as normally, but essentially what it is, it's basically talking about how in the next week, or not next week, in the next Coral League that we're going to have in October, they're going to give us a serial code, which essentially gives us what is a demo or a trial version of a Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where we actually pick between Robot Combustion and Marshtomp, and it will basically end up with getting the Mega Evolutions. That's basically all that was leaked in here, though. There's still some speculation of how this is gonna work. First of all, if it's only gonna be in Japanese, or if Americans can use this code in their American 3DS. But we'll just have to basically wait until that happens. So, yep. So the next thing we have here is Mega Gallade, who is freaking awesome. I freaking love this thing. You guys should know by now, I freaking love Gallade. Gallade's one of my favorite Pokemon, especially of one of my favorite Gen 4 Pokemons, and just one of my favorite Pokemons of all time. And we also see him, we see our boy Wally right there. He's rocking that Mega Gallade. And let me see if I can zoom in here. I'm pretty sure that is a keystone on that necklace. I don't know though, because this is still fairly new, and this is actually something that I talked about in one of my past videos, where I was talking about stuff that I kind of want in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. One of the things that I talked about in that video was I wanted Wally to have a Mega Evolution Pokemon. So when we face him in the Elite Four, or not before the Elite Four during Victory Road, or wherever else we face him, he's gonna have a Mega Evolution, kind of like the opposite gender did in X and Y, where at the end of the game they had a Mega Absol. I'm really looking forward to this whole thing, and I really hope that is his Mega Gallade, and that that he does have a Mega Pokemon, because Wally kind of deserves it, at least in my opinion. So yeah, so let's move on to the next one. All right, so next up we have Mega Sharpedo, my boy. Mega Sharpedo. Now, I'm not one of the people that was like, yeah, Sharpedo is going to get a Mega Evolution, or was one of them that was like really, really hoping for Sharpedo to get a Mega Evolution. But I know there's a lot of people who did want this, and to be quite honest, I think it looks pretty cool. I actually like the design. Its ability, on the other hand, I'm kind of confused about. He has Strong Jaw, which, if I remember correctly, is the thing that Tyrantrum has in X and Y, which just increases the damage done by biting type moves. So I was thinking, I don't really know too much about, I don't use Sharpedo often anyways, but if I remember correctly, all it has is Crunch and Ice Fang. So I believe, you guys could correct me down in the comments, but I believe those are the only 2 biting attacks that are used competitively, or just overall. I don't know if he learns any other moves though, or any other biting type moves. But I mean, I personally think he should have just kept Speed Boost, kind of like they did with Blaziken and Mega Blaziken, where he just kept Speed Boost. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna make it even more viable, but it does get increased stats in all his stats get an increase. They all get a boost. They don't say to what yet, but I'm pretty sure we'll get some of that information later on, and obviously I'll update it with you. I'll update you guys when that does come out. But yeah, Mega Sharpedo looks pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. And then we're gonna move on right now to the last Mega Evolution Pokemon. All right, and the last Mega Evolution we got was Mega Camerupt, and I gotta say I'm kind of disappointed with this thing. I don't necessarily like it that much. It looks really weird. Actually, when I first saw this thing this morning, I looked at that. I'm like, that's a freaking Macargo. But then, when I came back and I looked at it really close and all that stuff, you could clearly see he has feet under there. So, I mean, I guess he can walk. He's not gonna be slugging all over the place. But I still don't like it too much. Camerupt wasn't a Pokemon I liked. I didn't care too much. I didn't hate it, but it's not like one where I was really, oh my gosh, freaking Camerupt. I don't know if it needed one, or I don't know if people really care for Camerupt to get a Mega Evolution. It's just there. Now, he does get Sheer Force, which normally goes to Pokemon that, normally when Sheer Force is used in competitive battle, from what I understand is that you give the Pokemon a Life Orb and you give them attacks that normally have extra effects. That way, the attack won't have the extra effects, thus it won't activate Life Orb and you don't take damage. I don't know how it's gonna work. I can clearly see like probably like Earth Power and Flamethrower, or not Flamethrower, Eruption, stuff like that. I don't know. Like I don't use camera, so I can't really specify exactly how this thing helps it. Yeah, I did read it. This thing stats. Everything except for speed increases, and then his speed actually decreases. So he's gonna be slower. I can only see this thing being used as a tank. But like I said, I'm not like too competitive, so I can't really specify. But we'll just have to see. Now we're gonna move on to like the nitty gritty, juicy stuff of this leak. Well, besides Mega Evolutions. So let's do that. All right, so Primal Kyogre right here, my boy Primal Kyogre. I love Kyogre, by the way. I do. I like it a lot. But we're gonna talk about Primal Kyogre here, and essentially what we got from Primal Kyogre is that it has a new ability called the Sea of Beginnings. So essentially, I guess remember how in the last leak that we got about these two, they were talking about how they don't have Drizzle and Drought anymore, but they have another one which is supposed to be like better, or stronger in a sense. So Kyogre's is called the Sea of Beginnings, and it activates Strong Rain. Now, other than that, we still don't have too much information on what the heck this is. In sense of like what it does. I don't know what the heck freaking Strong Rain means. Does it just actually do damage, or what? We don't know. Now I believe. Let me see if I remember it correctly. No, it doesn't show up here. I thought that we had been revealed like what his attack is, because we have Primal Groudon's move, but I don't see Kyogre's here, which is weird because I thought I saw it this morning. Well, I guess Primal Kyogre will just have to wait, or I might have to look it up. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look at it up right here. Let's see, where is it? Primal Kyogre. Oh, it doesn't say. Alright, well, I guess that's basically all we'll have for Primal Kyogre right now. But regardless, I still think it's pretty cool. So, yay! Alright, now let's move on to the good. Probably gonna get a lot of hate for that comment, but I don't care because I like Groudon more. So Primal Groudon here, my boy, Primal Groudon, best Pokemon in the whole region. I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, it could be. You never know. What the heck do you know? Huh? I'm just kidding. So essentially, we got our boy Primal Groudon here, who was given the ability Land of Endings. So I don't know if that makes him sound like a bad guy or whatever. I don't care, because Groudon is a boss and he's gonna just wreck souls from now on and all that stuff. So it looks pretty cool, I mean, it does the strong sunlight, so basically just the opposite of my Primal Kyogre. And like I said, we don't know what difference it is between the whole strong sunlight and strong rain. Like, what the heck does that mean? So I don't know like what that I don't know what that means. I really don't understand. Nobody knows yet. Now Primal Groudon, we do know what his special attack, or like his, I guess, new awesome attack. That the one we've seen in the trailers constantly, I'm guessing, is that one. It's called Cliff's Blade. In Japanese, obviously, we still don't have the English name. but in the Japanese name, it's called Cliff's Blade, which I don't know. I don't get if there's like supposed to be a meaning to that. I guess we'll get more information as the games come out or something. I don't know. Like Kyogre, I'm sorry, but you got left in the dust. But yeah, so that's basically all the news in Korokoro. So I guess that's basically it for this video. Speculations. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to this game though. I really, really am. I really want to. They need to come out like now. But thank you for watching. Leave your comments and all that stuff down below. Leave your thoughts on all these Mega Evolutions and all this. The whole demo thing and the Mega or the primal forms and all that, the abilities and stuff. So just discuss it down below. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. This has been SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in later videos.